Day 3 on Wegovy, and I think I'm starting to feel some of the side effects. And I believe that side effect is nausea. Now, I read that Wegovy can cause nausea, and actually one of my mutuals reached out to me and said that when they started Wegovy, they would throw up. And actually, I was told that it might be a bit of an issue because I am also on the birth control Yaz. Now, for those of you who don't know, I'm on Yaz because I have so many things that are wrong with me. I literally don't even know how this all happened, but my body doesn't produce estrogen and progesterone the way it's supposed to. I think that started in my mid-20s. My periods would be really irregular, and sometimes I wouldn't get it for 3 or 4 months, and I would go to the gynecologist, and that's when I was still with my ex-boyfriend, right? And we would go, and they would always say, it's just stress. When you're not stressed, it'll be fine. Or it's you're overweight, but being overweight for some people, it doesn't stop their periods, but maybe, hey, for me it does. But yeah, since my mid-20s, I haven't had a regular period. And there was a time that I went over a year without one. And that is not good because as women, we get older, our bones get weaker because our bodies produce less estrogen. And I'm like, oh snap, if my body is not producing estrogen this early in my life, then I'm in for a rough patch when I get older, right? I'm gonna need the estrogen. So I don't know if that's technically hormone replacement therapy, but yeah, my body just doesn't make the hormones it's supposed to. So the only way I can get a period is to be on Yaz. So, if you guys didn't know the litany of medical issues I have, and I'm just how much of it is related to obesity? Imagine if I get down to a weight that just reverses everything. But of course, with my age, I am 36 years old, I'm not getting any younger, so the slowdown of my estrogen production is gonna just be a thing. So anyway, the point was that because I'm on Yaz, that there is a higher risk of me feeling nauseous. And that feeling today, it came really strongly twice, once before lunch and once before dinner. And it didn't feel like your typical, oh, I'm gonna throw up, but it was this sensation in my chest. I don't know. It's it was a different kind of feeling than I'm used to when I'm thinking about feeling nauseated. But I realized that it was nausea when right after I would eat, I'd go to brush my teeth, and my toothbrush didn't even go that far back, and I almost hurled, I was like, oh, whoop. I'm feeling it right now. Hold on. Okay, got a Dr. Pepper in there. So yeah, the nausea is to be expected. It was part of the side effects. But I will say for today, this breakfast, I had an omelet, and it was pretty heavy. It was 3 eggs and 2 slices of American cheese. Holla, American cheese. But again, I do heavy breakfast because I am not trying to be hungry when I've got work to do. And that work is taking care of young minds, taking care of young children and molding young minds. That is what I do here. And I take my job seriously because I love my students, right? Anyway, when I tell you, that breakfast usually doesn't fill me up. I will have that same breakfast and then go buy a breakfast sandwich when I get to work. It would literally be an hour and a half later, and I'm starving and I need a breakfast sandwich. And I'm like, oh, maybe it's because I didn't have any carbs, right? That's always my thought. Maybe it's because I didn't have enough carbs. This time, oh my gosh, I can't wait for this deep breathing problem to go away. This time, the satisfaction level from my meal, the I was satiated. I'm gonna figure out how to pronounce that word eventually, right? But yeah, I felt full for such a long time throughout my entire commute, and even when I got my coffee in the morning, like, still felt great. When lunchtime came, I was appropriately hungry, and what did I have? I had my grapes. I brought my charcuterie board of like my favorite charcuterie board meal, right? I brought my walnuts, I brought my grapes, and I brought my Colby Jack slices of cheese. And also my school provided some tofu with like the soy sauce. I was like, oh, heck yeah, more protein. So yeah, I ate that. The walnuts were too much, so I didn't end up eating all the walnuts during my lunch, but it was fulfilling enough. Like, I seriously didn't feel hungry again until I got home. And I got home, maybe 5:30, right? Like, I didn't feel hungry, and I eat at 12:20. Right? And I'm like, wow, I didn't feel hungry. And the best part is not that I don't feel hungry, it's that I don't have crazy cravings. It's the crazy cravings, like, especially after working all day, it's just like that stress that's there. The cravings are like, oh my God, pizza, fried chicken, hamburgers, something tasty and delicious. And in my mind and my body, I had none of that. I had like, oh, I'm hungry, like, oh, it's been a while since I ate and I would like some food, but it wasn't like, oh my God, I'm starving, I gotta run through the door and eat something. So what I ended up eating around 5 o'clock was a banana, potassium, and the rest of my walnuts for lunch. And then around 7:30, and I wait until 7:30 because I go to bed at 9:30. I know, it's super early, especially for Korea, I know, but in order for me to get like a good night's sleep, get up bright and early so the commute isn't as bad, and I just go sit in a cafe for an hour before work starts so I can actually like decompress and start my day, yeah, I need to be in bed at 9:30. You see these bags under my eyes? All right, and my medications, my anti-anxiety medications make me sleepy as heck. So I go to bed early. Okay, I go to bed early. But yeah, so I eat around 7:30. So that way it's only like 2 hours that passes by before bedtime hits. Because if 3 hours passes by, I start to get the munchies. I want to eat. So to kind of combat that, I was like, oh, let me have a banana. So no idea what my calorie intake is for today. I'm actually filming this video before I go work out. I don't know what it's going to be today. I don't know if I'm going to do like weightlifting or just like, like doing like leg lifts and just like functional body training, or if I'm going to go for a walk. I might not go for a walk. I don't know. I feel like the time for walking has passed. The sun is down. But yeah, like I still need to do like a 30-minute exercise for today. I owe that to myself for doing such a great job. And yeah, the nausea was pretty interesting. And that's really it. There really wasn't much. I was really happy with how full I felt, and the food noise, like the kind of stress eating that I usually do, it just wasn't present. Like I was able to go like for a little bit of a walk to a nearby neighborhood after work, and it was it was great. Like, it's been great. Like, I can just sit down and do stuff. Like, not having the food noise, not having like the stress of like, I need to eat, I want to eat, like I'm hungry, like everything like that. Like, it really does take away a lot. It really does take away a lot of my stress when it comes to eating. So I think that's really great. I'm really happy with it. Like, again, I'm hoping to stay at the lowest dose. I am at the lowest dose, which I think is 0.25, and it is pretty expensive here in Korea. My friend, I think she said she got it for 400,000 won, but my psychiatrist charges 500,000 won. And to be honest, I don't know if the doctors are just setting their prices or something, because my friend told me that in Australia it's actually cheaper than it is in Korea, because my gynecologist told me it was 700. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to get it from my gynecologist if she's going to charge me 700, but my psychiatrist is going to charge me 500. And so yeah, we're with that. So Monday, I didn't get the Monday munchies, although I will say, because of the discomfort, the slight discomfort that I felt in my chest, I think I'm going to cut back on the coffee drink. And I think what will make me feel better is being hydrated. And that is something else that they said with Wegovy, you're going to have to keep yourself hydrated. So I think because the coffee sits so long in my cup, like I am a slow sipper, right? I'm a slow sipper. Like, I will sip very slowly on my coffee. Like, when I even brought some of it home because I just didn't finish it. Like, I just don't drink my coffee drinks that quickly. So I think instead what I'll do is I'll do different waters. Like, I'll do chia water probably with some frozen fruit inside. Those are my favorite things as the weather is getting warmer anyway. Like, I put frozen blueberries or frozen pineapple, frozen something in my cup. I have a huge Stanley cup somewhere. So I think I will put chia seeds and for the fiber and the protein, and I will add frozen fruits to my Stanley cup. And then when I go to work, I'm going to put their water in it, because why would I put my water in it? But I'm going to go to the water, like the water dispenser, and I'm going to put my liter of water in there. And I think I will do that instead of having coffee, so that way I keep myself hydrated, because coffee and caffeine drinks do dehydrate you. And because I didn't like the discomfort that I was feeling, even though it was probably just nausea. Like, I didn't like how low my heart rate was today. It was pretty weird. I think I'm just going to do water. Yeah, I think that'll be the safest thing. Anyway, that was day 3. I will see you tomorrow for day 4, and it'll be Tuesday, which will be great. Mondays and Tuesdays are my longest days at work, so this is really, when I need to check if it's working. Did I mention dinner? Sorry, dinner, I had my quinoa salad. I'm still full, by the way. What time is it? Yeah, it's been what? Almost an hour or something since I had dinner, and it's sitting like right there, right? It's sitting right there. And I'm just like, because I think that's going to keep me. And also I take fiber gummies, by the way. I'm doing a lot all at once, so results may vary, and this is why I wanted to share my story, because I have like so many different factors, like my heart medication, my birth control, the fiber gummies that I take. I wanted to share like what my food plan kind of is, because I know how to diet and exercise, but again, the problem has always been the stress eating and the choosing, like when I'm done with work and after being stressed all day, it's like, no, I don't want a quinoa salad. I want a hamburger, and I want a cheeseburger, and it's gonna come with fries, and nutritionally sparse food versus gravitating towards nutritionally dense food. And the quinoa salad, I will share the recipe on my blog when I do the week recap on my blog, so keep an eye out for that. I will remind you in a week, well, when the week is done. And it's an excellent salad. I kept the dressing separate, and it's really great. It's filling. It's very nice, especially now that the weather is getting warmer. It was a very nice dinner. I found myself feeling full before I was even done with it. And again, very nutritionally dense. Lots of vitamins, protein, fiber. It's like I know how to feed myself, right? That's the frustrating thing. I know how to feed myself. I know how to move my body. It's always been the stress and the food noise and the food addiction, the addiction to salty and fatty foods when I am stressed, and that being the only thing that will satisfy me. But now that I have something that keeps me satisfied longer, that actually has that full feeling, I don't want to eat anything else. Like I'm full. And also there's nothing that I crave for some reason. When I am hungry on Wegovy, I'm like, I don't know what to eat though. Like let me just see what's in my house, and I only have healthy food in my house. I'm like, oh, let me go grab a banana, right? So you gotta prepare your house for that, because if you're gonna be on Wegovy and you're still gonna be on heavily processed foods most of the time, I don't know about you, but I don't want to be on Wegovy forever. I don't want to be on all these medications forever. The only medications if I have to stay on it because there's no other way to reverse it, so be it. But if I can help it, if Wegovy and getting my weight down can help it, then why not? Get off of processed food, people. It's made to kill you. And so are French fries and potato chips, and that's the hardest thing because those are literally like my favorites. Anyway, see you for day 4. Bye.